Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Elite Killer here, and I am happy to be saying I am playing the beta for Division 2. Now, I just wanted to do this quick video just to show you some of the gameplay from the beta, and also give you my opinion on how I feel the beta is after day 1. Of course, it's only the first day that we've been playing the beta. We've been in the dark zone, we've been doing some missions. Yeah, so we've been learning some new things about how the Division 2 is going to work and sort of the mechanics. Of course, the gameplay you see is from today is from when we were playing in the dark zone. And of course, we've got to remember that it is the beta. So I've seen some people that are slagging the game off or asking questions like, is this better than Division 1? I honestly, nobody can answer that question. We've played the game for, I don't know, 10 hours, 12 hours, however long you've been on today. You can't judge whether this is going to be better than Division 1. Bearing in mind, this is not the end product. This is not the finished product. So everything could change. You know, I'm not saying that a massive change is going to happen, but it could change. So I just wanted to give my opinion on how the beta is, not how Division 2 is, because that's impossible because we haven't played the actual finalized game. But as far as the beta goes, I mean, there's a few points that I wanted to make that I thought was going to be bad, but turns out it's not bad, and the players that played alpha seem to have complained about it quite a bit, but I don't see the issue. One of them being the movement. A lot of people compared the movement to Wildlands, which is not like that at all. The movement is actually really good, strangely. I actually thought it was going to be bad from the view that the agent's at. But the movement is actually really good. It's really smooth. You're not going to be able to get rid of chicken dancing or strafing because I've put my sensitivity up to 100 on everything, and I can strafe and chicken dance like crazy, really fast. So it's not going to get rid of the whole dancing around. However, as people have said, the time to kill is very low, so you can pretty much drop someone pretty quick. The NPCs, I mean, they hit like trucks. But yeah, so the movement's really good. It's really smooth at the moment. Obviously, it's lagging a little bit because there's so many people on the beta, but there's nothing we can really do in regards to that. It's not something that is in control of the beta or etc. Because there was a lot of players on the game at the moment. The second thing is the shooting. I think the shooting's really good. It feels good. It feels comfortable. Bit like Division 1, but I mean, I think it's slightly better on the beta here. It's you know, you're hitting the sound of the gun sounds much better. I feel like it feels like it's more comfortable for players when you're shooting players at long distance, especially. So yeah, so I like the shooting as well. I like the aspect also of being cover to cover, and when people have said when they played the alpha, you know, it's definitely a cover to cover shooter. It is, believe it. It's not a face tank kind of shooter. Now, I'm not saying that in the future there's not going to be builds where people will be able to face tank. You know, I'm not saying that there's not going to be some sort of similarity to a Nomad or anything like that, where you can actually face tank, or people speccing into certain things to face tank people. But at the moment, at the beginning of the game and enjoying the missions, it's all about staying in cover, using your skills. So I'm using the drone and a turret. So I'm using just a normal shooting turret. I tried the sniper turret, but I didn't really get on with it that well. What I do like about it is when you drop your turret, you can focus on one player. So you can look at one player and press R1 on them, and the turret will only focus that player. So if you've got you're going against a team where they've got someone that's really good or a healer, etc., you can just focus your turret right on that person. So it will just track them and follow them. That's the same with your Seeker mines. When you drop your Seekers, you then have to click L1 in an area. You can't just drop them and they automatically track. You have to put them into an area. So it's not like it's easy to just drop and run. Like, you have to actually stand around like before in Division 1. What else I'm enjoying about it is the dark zone is different. You know, you can it took us ages to realise how to toggle the rogue on this. Now, how to toggle rogue is you hold the map button. So that's the big square button on a control pad for the PlayStation 4. and that is also the left-hand option button on Xbox. On PC, I'm unsure because I haven't played on PC yet, but I'll get that back to you. I'm assuming it's just hold M for Mike. Hold that down, but it could be different on PC, of course. But yeah, so you can toggle rogue in here. You can go rogue, and there's other ways of going rogue, such as going and activating it on the wall. So you hack a system on the wall, and then what you do is you go around and you hack different systems, and you unlock a door where you go through, and there'll be a lot of loot. But in the beta, there's no loot there. So in the beta, there's nothing there, but you can still get to the to the den and have a look and see what it looks like inside. It's just that you can't collect the loot at the moment, or I at least haven't figured out how to do that yet. We've been in there a few times. We can't get any loot. So the landmarks are really good. It tells you when you've engaged in a landmark. The NPCs, like I say, are hit hard. It's very challenging. Also, when people flag rogue, you can't see them on the map. So when they're near you, you can't see them. So you're having to look. So it brings the intensity back to the Dark Zone. I'm going to do a video especially for the Dark Zone because I have so much stuff to say about the Dark Zone, and a lot of it being good. And we're only getting one of the DZs, you know. But a lot of that is good feedback, and I'm kind of enjoying the Dark Zone. Yeah, it's frustrating. Like, this player's gone rogue now. You can see on the screen. Yes, it's frustrating, but I mean, it's meant to be, isn't it? It's meant to be. So I mean, in terms of Dark Zone, I'm liking it at the moment. So I mean, this is where we tend to get the best loot from. So we've been getting good loot in the Dark Zone, like purple gear and blue gear. I haven't seen any gold yet, but I don't know if that's even in the beta or not. I haven't seen anyone with any gold gear either. So I'm only at like level 10 in the Dark Zone, and that's where it maxes out. So it's actually maxed out at level 10 in the DZ. In the game, standard game, it maxes out at level 7. And basically, you go through the missions, you unlock the base of operations. There's a lot to do in the base. Like the general base of operations is going to take a long time to unlock everything because you have to get staff. You donate your materials towards projects. There's so much to do. I'm not even joking. Like, it's going to take so long, which is good. I love being able to grind for gear and having the rewards afterwards. In terms of PvP modes on the beta, we have Skirmish, which is in the base of operations, just downstairs outside. You go to PvP, and you can play some skirmish games. Now, the skirmish is good. You get skirmish caches, or conflict caches, they're called in Division 2, which give you standard gear, which gives you green gear at the moment. I don't know if that's going to up the more skirmish level you go up. I'm not sure. I think I'm level 4 and I'm still getting green caches. But I will say there's something that's particularly overpowered at the moment, and that is shotguns. People are spamming shotguns. So Pop Shot is back because I can pop shot my SASG. My fear is now that comes out in the actual game, and Cronus Max is gonna again return, and everyone's just going to be pop shotting everything. So hopefully that's taken away. I'm going to report that back because I'm not sure if it's been noted or not. But I am going to do a video and an email to Massive, to the devs, just about my feedback and what I think. Like, you know, maybe it's not going to work or it's going to work. Whether they take that on board, that is up to them, of course. Truly, I think they've done a fantastic job at the moment. I'm very much one of them people that was doubting the devs before because of the Division 1 and because of the lack of communication and some of the things they've done. Like, it just seems like, oh, you know, they've really annoyed a lot of people recently. But with this game, I'm telling you, they've done a great job, and so thank you for the hard work that they've put in for it. Obviously there's still room to improve, and I think that they're open for feedback. So I'll be giving feedback on that as well, and my opinions, and it's just my opinion this is, guys, so I'm not saying that I'm right, I'm not saying I'm wrong. This is my personal opinion of the game at the moment. I mean, I've been playing it now for, yeah, like 10 hours non-stop. I've done a few streams. I had a countdown stream last night, 8-hour countdown on YouTube, which went down really well, so people could meet up in the chat of the stream and talk things through. But yeah, so generally, guys, I'm saying that this game is very good at this stage, at the moment. There is bugs, yes. I'm going to do a video on the bugs I've found. It's a bit of a funny video because some of the bugs are actually quite funny. So yeah, I'm going to do a video on that. I'm also going to do a video just on PvP. And then my next video, I believe, is just going to be a video on how to loot up, where to loot up quickest, you know, where's best to get the best gear, and just on the beta. So yeah, so I can't wait to give you some more content on Division 2. I know everybody is hyped about this game, especially myself. I'm loving it. It's great to see so many content creators covering it as well. The amount of people streaming today was absolutely fantastic. But anyway, guys, I'm not going to keep going on and on and on. You're going to see some gameplay now. I'll leave that playing for a few minutes for you so you can see a bit more gameplay and a bit how it works. If you've got any questions, do not forget to put them in the comments below. I answer every single comment. So, put it down. Like, if you've got a question, ask it. No, there's no silly questions. I will answer any questions if I know the answer. If I don't know the answer, I'll find out for you. It's no problem. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It's really important after you hit the subscribe button, you hit the bell, because that will notify you every time I go live or every time I produce content. Now, obviously there's going to be a lot of people producing content, so I'm going to try and make mine to the best it can be, to a high standard. And to give you the information that you're going to want to know, you know, not just pointless stuff. I'm going to keep it relevant, I'm going to keep it real, bringing you some good build videos when it comes out properly. There's no point of trying to put builds together now because we just haven't got the gear to do it. But yeah, I mean, so far I'm using an MK16 weapon. Fantastic, it's working well. It's only a green weapon at the moment, but hopefully if I get that in blue. I've seen a lot of people using AUGs. There's a lot of the old weapons come back in this, so a lot of the LMGs have come back, so M60, etc. But anyway, guys, that's me out. So listen to some music now and some gameplay, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.